Hello friends, it is Running Kimono, and today's video is basically one with a really big message. Haven't done any really big stockpile tours or my stockpile or my mom's stockpile. My mom lives in Canada, so a different country, so often I buy similar items that she specifically likes because everything up in this different country is 2 to 3 times the cost. Right now with inflation, it's very like neck and neck, but it's still pretty expensive up there for just basic goods. So I always try to stock her up so she has her own stockpile. My mom's always loved the principle of stockpiling. Ever since I was young, we always had a lot of toilet paper, that sort of stuff in the household. But with the hobby of extreme couponing, to get items such as Dove body wash and, the psoriasis shampoo we were scoring last March for 93 cents over at the Dollar General, your shovel becomes a lot bigger that you can acquire all this stuff to, give to somebody. And specifically, my mom has always been there for me if I ever needed stuff. Working that first job right out of university where you're making $18,000 a year, you can barely afford your car payment and your rent, and that's it. But she always helped me with the extras. And the extras were always like body wash, tampons, deodorant. She always helped me with that stuff. So now, in a different stage of our life, for me with this goofy hobby, to be able to really give so generously is to really do the right thing by my parent. I know a lot of you out there have somebody in your life who helped you at one time, and if you want to bless or help them, I think it's a pretty cool thing to do. The older you get, the more that you put your life into perspective. And I remember making like $20,000 a year, and every time something would happen with my car, it would be crisis mode. And my mom would always quietly help me out. They're just the kind of person she is. So anytime I find a coupon deal that free, cheap, pennies, whatever it is, and it's stuff that I know she wants, it all ends up in her basement up in Canada. And a lot of this stuff, you're probably like, oh, I remember that. Dot, 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 dot. But I try to really give her whatever she wants in an abundance of where it doesn't really cost her out of pocket. And she lives in a really big, like, snowy area. So sometimes, you get stuck at home, for a couple of days, or you just can't go to the store to get that bottle of Dawn or a Lysol toilet bowl cleaner. So she has it all at her fingertips in her basement. And I'm really happy to do this. This is one part of it. I've given her some, but she's bought a lot of it herself. Some of these goofy Canadian brands, such as Royale, sponge towels, those are Canadian brands. Whenever she sees stuff super uber cheap, that's when she stockpiles, and she's always known a value of $1. And because of that, she always has the opportunity that, like, when I was a kid, I've never done this to my parent as an adult. But when I was really young, like, early 20s, I'm going to say that's still a kid, the water pump goes out in your car, she would always help me out because that's just how she was. And for Mrs. Empty Nester, if you're watching, Jana, look at this old packaging of the Charmin. She definitely hangs on to everything because she really sees the value of $1. So if you have a really big stockpile and there is somebody in your life just reflecting who's always been good to you, now is the time to help out, especially with inflation. If you have it in your heart to give, I think it's a really powerful thing to give. It is you get a lot of joy from it, and I certainly do. Every single haul that I do, Dollar General, Walgreens, if I'm looking for Dollar General pennies, there's always a little deal. And when you can just help somebody who really needs little items here and there, it's a really profound thing, and it's really cool to do. And it's like I have two stockpiles when I look at my mom's compared to mine. And you just get to know, like, what does she like? What doesn't she like? And I think from these photos, you probably know exactly what she likes, but just a really cool feeling. So before I take off, so I was in Canada recently. I was also at a dollar store, and this is one product by Downy, the Defy Beads. So it is a conditioner for your laundry. Who knows what this even is? But they were selling this for $13 or $14. It's now in a Canadian dollar store. Like, not everything there is $1. It's between $1 to $10, like a cheapy store. Like, I don't know, if you had like some sort of liquidator store. $5 for the Downy Defy. They had an entire display. Absolutely nobody wants it. And another thing, my husband, I'm always saying, get the Javex, which is basically bleach, but bleach in Canada is by this company called Javex. And like everything in their dollar spot, like we're complaining about $1.25. Everything up there I noticed was like $1.75, or it was already $1.25. So inflation is really a real thing up there too, and it's really got some teeth. It's very aggressive up there. And then the Royale, this is one of their paper brands, $1.25 for this box of tissues, and everything is with these cute little cats. I wish they had this here in the US because I do like the look of those two little cute cats. Okay, guys, that's it for this video. If you've blessed a family member or really helped somebody out, let me know in the comments. I think a lot of us would love to read about that today. And this hobby of extreme couponing, you can do a lot of good with it. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye.